John DeMartini, teaches that balance and that truth to be able to realign. So I wanted to integrate my spirituality with my science, with all the knowledge, into something unique. And what came into me in my vision, it's simply when I ask the questions, what connects us all? What do we all have in common that can enable us to open up and awaken the cells in our DNA and bring that intelligence that simply opens you up in such a way that you never experience blockages or resistance within the self, in no matter what situation or who you meet. And what came to me is the acronym ALARM. And when I asked that questions, it was all about how to bring people back into their hearts. How I can help any human being, first of all, overcome the things that create illness in their body. How can I transcend the medical way of thinking, and how to cross the medical way of thinking with the spiritual thinking, and create a bridge that the two together can work in synchronicity. Then I said, how can I help the business people move away from the current conditioning of competition and doing SWOT analysis of other people, but coming back into themselves and creating a uniqueness about themselves, about their product, that they can sell without feeling threatened by other companies or other products in the market. Then I said, how can I help people in relationship? Because living and growing up in a culture which is very homophobic, I endured the greatest pain a human being can endure. And I wanted to put an end to that. But not just about homophobia, it's about simply abusing another human being. Emotionally, mentally, physically, it does not matter. And I grew up in a culture where women were abused all the time. I wanted, since a child, I wanted to create a life manual for humanity. How can I help so many people to end pain, to judge one another? How can I help people to stop the mind from thinking, but being able to speak from their hearts and connect with every human being from the heart? Because that's the only thing that connects us all. 7 billion people can think trillion ways, but 7 billion people love with their hearts. And that's unique. So the acronym ALARM stands, the first letter, this is 25 pillars method that I take people who go through my journey. Joel is one of my clients. And I take them to the depth of implementing this in their business, in their personal life, in their spiritual life, in their financial life, in their love life, and integrating their emotional intelligence to be able to listen to this alarm that is in each person on the planet. Meaning the intelligence in ourselves knows when something is not aligned to our highest being, to our highest expression of ourselves, which is love. So raise your hands if you agree that when something is not loving, you know it. We all do. And unfortunately for most of us, we were never trained to listen to our internal alarm. To listen truly what the emotions, what the words that we speak, what our habits, what everything about us speaks to us and to others. Just like the alarm that wakes you up every morning, that tells you the meeting is here, that tells you who texted you, that texts you, all those different alarms we have that protects your house and everything else. This is one thing that every human being has. So the acronym behind that, it's acknowledge, love, achieve, results, we call miracles. And the message behind that, as you learn to listen and adopt the alarm, acknowledge, love, achieve results, create miracles. So I have seen in my work, working with so many clients, that when I bring them to that true acknowledgement of love in themselves, they can achieve any results they ever wished for, which for them, in the previous way of thinking, would be only called a miracle. And this goes for financial, mental, emotional, physical, relationship, spiritual self. And as you acknowledge that alarm within yourself and you start to truly listen to that alarm, and I'm talking about deep listening. I'm not talking about listening with your mind. You start really daily creating opportunities and things that normally you will say to yourself, this is a miracle. Actually, it's not. It's your own creation that comes from your higher self, which truly your heart knows what that is.